Oh, this fight is how it's it's exactly how I imagined it would be. I'm going to be taking this serious. I am a martial arts choreography connoisseur. So we're going to be ranking these from A to C. None of this D and F minus stuff down below. Evil, Zach, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So this is Fate. Ufa table. Oh my gosh. So I kind of know the story of Fate a little bit. I just started watching Fate at the time of this recording, and so I know what they're fighting about. And storytelling is a huge aspect of these fights that people don't talk about, but we're gonna talk about it today. Uppercut. She get taken over or something? Okay. All right. So that first fight, I think I'm gonna give that a B. Animation was good. I don't understand a lot of the story behind it, because that's definitely some way farther in the future that I probably shouldn't have seen. But it didn't like it spoiled too much. So yeah, I would give that one a B. Now we got Mob Psycho. I have not seen Mob Psycho at all. Is he like a Gojo type? What is that? 'Cause he looks like he had force field. Oh, he reading them. Oh, he getting jumped now. What studio did this? Ooh. Mind's Eye. Cooked. That will get me to go watch Mob. I would give that one a B plus. I give that one a B plus. I don't understand the story much there, but I like the storytelling they had there, where he eventually learned how his ability worked and he started countering it. When he started countering it, he had no freaking plan for that. So, but obviously he turned it up a notch, and it looked like he had some like Gojo level ability where it's just this force field. So I give that a B plus. That definitely intrigues me to go watch what my side goes about, and a lot of people talk about it. I just never cared to get into it, but that fight, it bumps that notch up for me to go see it. So I give that one a B plus. This looks like a Chinese one. Animation be fire with them, but the stories be lacking. The original stories, they're freaking lore and folk tales. OP. Got a lot of OP folktale stories where the characters are OP inconsequential. Are these like gods fighting or something? Is this what this is supposed to represent? Ooh, Dragon Ball reference for sure. Oh, that was tight. He pulled it apart. But I think will be the next great fights of this generation coming up. This new generation of anime. Bro, the memes. Every time I watch this, I just think about the memes that people made out of this. That's all I could think of. Cooked. Your whole joint. Oh, I'm not gonna cry because I've watched this too many times and cried too many times. But for that last one, that JJK one, since I know the entire fight, I'm giving that fight an A. That small clip they showed, it wasn't the best of that fight. Emotions, the storytelling, the animation, this fight has it all. Blocked it, grew back. That's so annoying, bro. Set your heart ablaze. He turned that joint, bruh. Oh no, another fate one. That fight is S. We can move on to this. Is this a movie? This looks like a movie. Drop kick. So she's trying to catch up with her. Ooh. I mean, a Tanjiro. You learn freaking Zenitsu's ability. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is fire. Music popping. Ooh. That night stance is OP. Who's that? Where did he come from? Oh. What? Oh. I want to see more. That was one of the best power struggle um beam beam fight dynamics ever, bruh. From her catching it, the dude stepping in front to take it so she could reverse with a move that's strong enough to go over him to go through the blood. That was crazy. That was crazy. That's an A. That's an A plus. Well, I'm sure when I see the rest of that, when I catch up, it's gonna be an S because it's ufotable. Ufotable back to back. That one almost got an S. Coon. Did he hit like the 3 like points or something? Oh yeah, and then he got yeah, that's so sad. She gave everything, bro. I give that an A. Cause that one was more heavy on storytelling, bro. That one was really heavy on the storytelling. I like Map's like free flow, like when he was running to re-engage him, like that animation always gets me. I'm gonna just let it play. He's gonna cut this up, but if you haven't seen this, you need to watch the full one uncut. I should have left my reaction to this fight up, to this episode. Well, still on this unlisted, but crumble yo. Fire. Look at that. I don't know how he got, bro. I can't wait till they show Ichigo whooping his ass, bro. There's no way Yuhaba should have got out of that, bro. I mean, that's a S. That one's a S. Let's see what it's talking about. Oh! Is this the same one? Dang. That must have been his companion or something. Ooh. Wow. What? Cooked. Domain expansion. Oh my gosh. This is so beautiful. Oh. He's fighting with bro. They're fighting with look. It looks like dimensional stuff, bro. Multi-dimensional stuff. He exercised the demon. Now that probably was one of the best animated colors, shapes. I'm a sucker for when they break the ground or when they hit something and then it just breaks into little squares and rectangles. I don't know why. I don't know what that does, but it just looks fire to me. I give that an A plus because I even though he hit the like his companion or whatever, I don't really get the whole story behind it. That's not enough for me to buy the. It's understandable, but it's the story about in the storytelling and it was not really there. It was just them fighting and him him just abusing his power. So that's why I give it an A. But the colors, the animation is really bumps it up to that A. せいぜい頑張れ。やってくれたな。We've reached that point in the video. That fight gets an S. Now, if I had to pick three of these, in the third spot is that second Fate fight. At number two, the Yaiba and I forgot the captain, the original captain fight. And number one, the Maharaga Sukuna fight. Those were ones that had the whole package involved. Bleach, it has the storytelling, it has the animation, and it has the fight IQ. The Fate, I don't know much behind the storytelling part of it, except for the main characters. I'm not even at that point yet. I do know a little bit about Saber. That looked like an alternate timeline or something like that. I learned that that's possible in this freaking crazy show. That freaking crazy show, bro. And this JJK one, with knowing the stakes, that how high the stakes have been raised. I so badly wanted Maharaga to win, even though I knew everything would be destroyed by him. I wanted Sukuna to go away. We. It felt like we needed a win. Like I was on the JJK team. We needed a win. Everybody was getting clapped. Everybody was getting worked, beat up. The man freaking Ghetto's plan was going check after check after check. I felt as desperate as Fushiguro. They needed a win. It wasn't enough. My Haraga wasn't enough, unfortunately. So if I had to pick the single best fight from 2019 to 2023, I have to give it to Maharaga versus Sukuna. And no, not just because it's at the end of the video. To this date, you can roast me in the comments and say, you haven't seen this, you haven't seen that. I don't give a freak. I remember saying this when I first saw it, and I was having discussions. This Maharaga versus Sukuna is how I imagine angels fight. The way in my head how it tried to, the way my mind tried to encapsulate what it would be like if we were able to see the spiritual realm and just be able to see the fights that go on between the principalities and angels. This fight is how it's exactly how I imagined it would be. All I can say is that it gave me the feeling in it of myself of wanting to know what that looked like, wanting to know what those, what beings of that immense power would do, the type of meta fight that they would have. And this fight scene is the best I have ever seen up to this point. And the only people that can really come after it now that I think have a shot is Bleach and Demon Slayer. Now, as far as future predictions, I believe Don Da Don is gonna have amazing fights. The fight with Turbo Granny when they were going throughout the city, they did that race. That was absolutely spectacular. Studio Saru, they have a lot of potential, so I'm looking forward to see the fights that they do down the line with that show. Um, Another one that I think is gonna have very good legendary fights in the future that we're gonna be talking about is Rurouni Kenshin. I think Rurouni Kenshin, a lot of people don't watch it from my recollection and what I've seen on social media. I don't think a lot of people are paying attention, but I think Rurouni Kenshin is, in terms of grounded based, traditional fighting that most people think like swords and weapons and ground level stuff. I think it's gonna have some very legendary fights as the show keeps going, as the budget and support for the show keeps growing. I think that that's going to be a sleeper that's going to have a lot of fights that people are going to underlook and are going to miss out on, which is why I watch it. The last one that I think is going to give us many good fights in the future is Solo Leveling. The fights that they do in that show are absolutely mind-boggling. And this is just, and at the time of this recording, it's just on the second season. I think Solo Leveling is going to have JJK level fights. It's already from the Igris and Sung Jin Woo fight alone. It's cemented itself with having that potential and the potential to exceed beyond that. So I'm extremely excited because I absolutely adore these fights. I adore the martial arts. I adore the choreography, the fight IQ, the storytelling, and the future is bright. Animation's getting better. And look what freaking Mappa did when they were being stretched bone thin. And look what they gave us with the Maharaga vs. Sukuna. How could it not be? So, you know, hey, that's just what I think. Let me know what you guys think. If there's fights in here that you think should have been in here, put it down in the comments. If I'm wrong about choosing the number one, put it in the comments. I'm open to having the discussion, the debate, whatever you want to call it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.